What is going on, people? It's Jermaine here from Legacy London, and this is the first episode of There's No Place Like Home, the official podcast from Legacy London in association with Sun Rum. Big shouts to Matt and the whole team for coming on board. We started these podcasts during lockdown, and it has just grown and grown into something absolutely amazing. So we're going to be available on YouTube every Friday, every week, with some dope conversations and some dope vibes. So come with us, come have a juice, and come get involved. There's no place like home. Legacy London. Let's go. I've just nicked this artist because she was hiding in the corner. Kai brought her, so I brought her on. Introduce yourself. What's your name? What do you do?
I'm Galea, and I'm an artist and a songwriter.
Right. So, Chess, since you've been speaking, I've picked up two accents. You break into something every now and again. Where are you originally from?
So I apologize, my accent's a bit confused. I'm from Malta.
Okay.
Which is like south of Italy, north of Africa.
Yeah, Malta.
Some people don't know. And I've been in the UK for 10 years now. Mm-hmm. So.
What part of the UK?
I lived in Surrey for a very long time.
Okay.
Because that's where my uni was. Mm-hmm. And then I moved to London, and I'm in South London.
I knew I could hear the South London in there. I could hear every couple of words it leaks out, and I'm like, there it is, South London, right there.
So funny because
right
I'm
there.
so not like from there.
So I know you've been in South London long enough, so you know how important that song is.
I mean, yeah, it was I think the first song to use whistle notes, if I'm not completely.
I think so. I think
wrong.
in the UK wise. Oh no, I think commercially it was the biggest. Yes, yeah.
And so it's obviously, I grew up with Mariah Carey and Christina Aguilera, and it was always me just trying to reach higher and higher and higher and lower and lower and look, because Toni Braxton as well. Whoa. So Toni Braxton's down there.
I don't know anybody that's reached Toni Braxton low.
I'm constantly trying to stretch, man.
Yeah.
And it's just been like something I always wanted to do. That I always wanted to like stretch my voice as much as possible, challenge myself. Mm-hmm. And, yeah.
So how did you get into singing full stop? Like, because that's what you're saying there. Your range is vast. That's not I just sing in the shower.
I've been at this for a really long time. So my mum is a piano player. She used to be a concert pianist.
Okay.
So I was around music for my entire life. So we had I think 4 or 5 pianos in the house when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of pianos.
That's a lot.
So obviously I was pushed into doing piano, and then I just thought, oh, this is for nerds, I don't want to do this. As usual. And I started, I always loved Queen, and I went around Mum's record collection, and I always loved singing so much more. Mm-hmm. And in Malta, I know this is hard to believe, but there weren't really that many singing teachers. Okay. And not many singing teachers that would take you on before the age of 13. Okay. So I'd go on to my mum I want to sing, and nobody would take me on before 13. So I just used to stand on the benches at church and just sing, sing, or sing loud until anyone would accept me into their lessons. And then I started lessons, and then I started doing festivals and competitions. And then I just thought, I can't live on this tiny island and succeed. I need to go somewhere else. Yeah. Came to London, went to uni, did music uni, and then kind of just got into some bands and started recording and started doing sessions.
I've had so many people say to me they've done music at university, but is it actually music? Is it more like music history?
No, you have a small section that's music history, but it's a lot of theory, it's a lot of performance, so you graded on your performance, a lot of songwriting. I mean, if I had to choose, I wouldn't go.
See, that's what I hear a lot.
But my mum wouldn't let me change.
You had to do it. Yeah.
She's like, you have to go with a purpose. I just wanted to come here and just flounce around London, sing, and she was like, no.
Because you're doing the complete opposite. I've been to Malta, it's amazing. I could live there, but I hear what you're saying, as in, it's if you want to make it big, okay, go to London. That's where you're going to network. That's where everybody's kind of hustling and moving around.
In Malta, singing's a hobby. No one takes it seriously. You have to become a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. Yeah. I mean,
the person that invited me to Malta, by the way, is a broker. She brokers for houses and stuff. That's the only time it's not entertainment wise.
Testament.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, where you would go, you would say, okay, I'm going to hop on and go to London. But most people here, once you get on and we get a check, we're like, we're going to Malta. I want to go and relax now. So I definitely hear the story. So like, obviously, you must have been singing from young. What kind of music, let's say, is your inspiration other than the Queens and?
Well,
I'd say more female singers actually. Mariah Carey, who else?
yeah, obviously. So probably my biggest inspiration is Prince. I love Prince so much. Honestly, I don't think there's ever going to be another Prince.
No, you can't.
You
replicate
can't.
Prince.
And I've read all the biographies, all the books and stuff. So he's my number one. Freddie Mercury is probably joint number one.
Your stage show must be epic. Because these are like proper performers.
I know, but that's what we need. And, those two probably.
Yeah, I love him. My missus actually put me on to Prince. I was more of a Michael Jackson head growing up, and she played me Purple Rain, and I was like, yep, done, hooked. I know what you mean now, I get it. But like that kind of stage presence, I think is definitely needed right now. There's not a lot of artists out there that are really doing, female artists that are doing big shows where they can really sing.
But I miss it. Like I grew up with like I said, Christina and Britney and like all these artists that would dance and they would sing. Okay, maybe not Britney. I love you, but no.
Not at the moment.
No, and they just put on a whole show and they put their everything into. Even when you watch Beyonce, for example, and her Coachella show, that is everything.
That's a big show.
That is everything.
Yeah, but I feel like women, female artists for me this year most of the artists I speak about, I always refer back to female artists. I just think females try harder, more aesthetically. When you're looking at most music videos that come out right now, you females tend to get it more. Like you understand what a stage show should look like because of the people that you're looking at. Prince, Michael Jackson, those are shows. Those aren't you just go up on the stage and singing and leaving.
I think we're winning at the moment.
Yeah, 100%.
I think we're on top. I think we're winning.
100%.
Finally.
I'm super fans of like dear friends with Olivia Louise and Etta Bond and
oh nice.
I've known Etta Bond since I was like 15.
I still had the PRS music.
She's amazing.
Show.
Yeah, she's amazing. I remember her playing me a record and like her laptop was like on like an ironing board. Like that's how long I've known Etta. But even like Tashan's an Asian artist from Switzerland, and if you look at aesthetically what they're doing, yeah, women are winning. So
we are winning.
With your range, you're out here trying to take over the world. But what's your aspirations for this year? Well, obviously, COVID has been mad for artists. But what's your goals? What are you trying to get out?
So it's been really hard because I did have a lot of live stuff planned, and I was going to go to a couple of events like ADE in Amsterdam. I was just in Berlin working with some songwriters and stuff before this whole thing happened. So that was pretty heartbreaking. But I just decided to focus on the things I can control, and I can control my writing and my recording. So I've just been writing loads, recording loads, getting my arsenal together so that when something does happen, I do have something to show and something to work on. So I guess I've just released a song maybe last month that did really well. It's called Bad Liar, and I'm releasing a song next month. So just do a couple of releases, let people know I'm still alive, then just keep working on like songs and connections. I think at this point in time everybody realizes connections are more important than ever, and not because I want something from you and you want something from me, because I missed it. I missed people,
just being with people.
I just missed, exactly. And like I said, it's not necessarily like a I need you kind of thing. It's I want to be around people, and I want to connect, and I want us all to achieve. So just making connections and making songs.
Yeah, see, Baba, that's what I want to hear. Out here, just making the music, just making it happen. I've had so many people hit quarantine and just be like, "Oh, wait till it's finished." This may not finish.
No, and something tells me there is going to be like a flip again between live and recording, because live was obviously taking over before, and now it's dead. So we're going to have something else, something new is coming.
It's there. It's coming. That's right. Even when we started this, I was saying to Kai, like the first 2-3 days of quarantine, I panicked. I was like, oh no, what do we do? Because we work with brands, we're out, we're doing stuff, and I'm always, like my mum said, is just to stay proactive. Do what you can. So literally, I was on my phone, I found myself scrolling, and I was like, a live button on this. What can I do? I know enough people. So literally, we kicked into this live. So definitely, we're going to get you back on. I want to hear some music. We're
Thanks,
going to get some music. We're going to get it on the live. And we're quarantine prepared. So trust me, this podcast will keep going on even throughout COVID. So yeah, I'm going to be looking out for it. What's your socials? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Are you on YouTube?
I'm in everywhere. I'm just like a social...
Social butterfly.
Butterfly is a better word. But yeah, just find me on the chess. Galea, Galea is my surname. I'm probably the only chess you're going to know, so
yeah, I think
type it in.
You heard of chess? I ain't heard of chess before. All right, cool. So that's what, Instagram, Facebook.
This was really good as well.
This is nice. Big up, son.
So nice.
See, I know what sponsors to get. You know.